Okay, so job interviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically that quote, and the one that everyone dreads. It's like, what can you bring to the
Yeah.
role?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the ultimate test.
It is.
So today we're going to dive into this YouTube video
Okay.
that promises to help you just knock that question right out of the park.
Right.
We're going to break it down,
That's good.
see if it holds water.
I'm ready.
I know, right?
These kinds of videos can be real hit or miss.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sometimes you find these like real gems in there.
You do, you do, cold nuggets of wisdom.
Exactly.
And this one, what caught my eye with this one
Okay.
is they frame the whole thing, the whole what can you bring, as a return on investment pitch.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like the company's thinking,
Okay.
if we're going to invest a salary in you,
Right.
what's the payback?
Yeah.
So how do we flip it?
I like that.
Make them see it that way.
Yeah. That's such a smart approach. I think so often, people who are going into interviews, they get really caught up in trying to
Totally.
impress with their skills and experience and all of that.
Yeah.
But then they forget to connect it back
Oh, 100%.
to what the company actually needs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's not just about you. It's about what you can do for them.
Exactly.
So this YouTuber breaks their strategy down into 5 key points.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Okay. So number 1,
Okay.
this one seems very obvious,
Okay.
but it's worth saying.
Okay.
Passion and productivity. Right.
It's like they're looking for someone who's not just punching a clock.
Yeah.
But who's excited to be there, gets things done.
Yes. They want to see that you're
Yes.
proactive, you're driven.
Yes.
You're not.
Like you take initiative.
Exactly. Like you are a go-getter.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that actually ties into the next point.
Oh, wait.
Creative growth.
Okay.
And this YouTuber uses this really good example of volunteering to run the company's social media,
Okay.
even if it wasn't in your job description.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
That's a really good example because it speaks to initiative, obviously, which we just talked about.
Yes.
But it also speaks to a willingness to, learn new things and contribute beyond just, your very narrow role.
100%.
That kind of attitude is like gold.
Yes. To an employer.
Gold. And you know what else they love?
What's that?
Someone who understands a budget.
Okay.
Strategy number 3, cost consciousness.
Okay.
This one.
Now that might sound a little dry.
It does a little bit.
But hear me out for a second, right? Because it's not about being cheap. It's about showing that you understand,
right.
The bigger picture of running a business.
Yes.
Right?
Resources are limited.
It's
You're thinking about efficiency. It goes a long way.
100%. And if you're someone who, in your previous role, let's say you were able to save the company money or you found a way to, do something more efficiently.
Yes.
Highlight that.
Highlight it.
100%.
Because it shows that you're invested in their success, not just there for a paycheck.
Exactly.
Okay, next up, flexibility.
Okay.
This one seems pretty straightforward.
Right.
But what does it really mean?
Right. It's about showing that you are adaptable.
Okay.
That you're not afraid of a challenge. And that you are willing to go above and beyond when it's needed.
Yeah.
Think of it like this. Companies are constantly evolving.
They are. Right.
And so they need people who can, evolve and adapt with them.
Pivot. Yeah. So if you can point to a time when you wore many hats.
Yes.
You took on a project outside your typical scope.
Exactly.
That speaks volumes.
Exactly, because it shows you're a team player.
Yes.
Right. You're someone who can roll up their sleeves.
Yes.
And get the job done. Even if it means learning something new, which is great.
Exactly.
So, okay.
That's a big one.
Okay, so we got passion and productivity, creative growth,
yes,
cost consciousness, flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to the 5th and final.
Okay.
Network power.
Ooh.
Now, this one's always tricky, right?
Yeah.
Because why do you leverage your network without sounding like you're just name dropping?
That's the question, right?
Right, exactly.
Because you don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I know.
Right, exactly.
The CEO of Google,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's
all about subtlety with this. It's not about,
subtlety.
Bragging about your connections, but it's highlighting how those connections could potentially benefit the company.
So, for example, instead of saying,
I know the CEO of Google, you might say.
Right.
trying to think of a good example here.
Right. You would say something like, in my previous role, I actually built a really strong network
Yes.
within the tech industry, and I'm confident that I could leverage those relationships to
Oh.
open doors for new partnerships or whatever.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about
It's not about name dropping.
it's about what you can bring to the table.
Exactly. It's about showcasing your ability to build relationships and leverage them strategically.
So good.
Mm.
Okay, so we've got our 5 key strategies, all geared towards
Yes.
answering this question with confidence, right?
Right.
But how do we put these into practice?
Right.
I need real life answers here.
Yes, let's get into the examples.
I want to hear what this YouTuber suggests.
Me too. Let's dissect it. Let's see what they say.
Okay, so give me these answers.
All right.
Lay it on me.
Okay, so the first example that the YouTuber gives is something like, I am a highly motivated and results-oriented individual with a proven track record of success in fast-paced environments. In my previous role, I spearheaded a social media revamp that led to a 15% increase in sales. I'm also highly budget conscious and always seeking ways to improve efficiency and streamline processes.
Okay, so it's hitting all the keywords.
Right.
It's hitting passionate results, social media,
Yeah.
budget conscious. But it feels
does feel a little
robotic a little bit.
Yeah, a little robotic.
Like I'm picturing someone reading this
Yes.
and a hiring manager hearing
Yeah, 100%.
like a dozen of these back to back and just being like,
Exactly. And they all sound the same.
they all sound the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where's the...
And that's where that storytelling element, I think, becomes so crucial.
It's a story. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a story that people remember.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Okay, well, let's see if example number 2
Oh, okay.
has a little more
Let's see.
human touch in it.
Okay.
What's the next one?
All right, this one's a bit longer. But stick with me. Okay. So it's like my passion for industry has been a driving force throughout my career. I've spent the last few years building expertise-specific skill set, which I'm eager to bring to this team. In my previous role, I actually faced a challenge where brief problem solution you found. It taught me the importance of key takeaway, tie back to company's needs.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
I like where this is going.
You see how that's different?
It's specific.
Way more specific.
It's tailored.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they're not just listing.
Exactly. And you're, by weaving in a specific challenge
Yes.
and how you overcame it, it's like you're demonstrating those problem-solving abilities.
Yes.
The kind of like proactive thinking that employers love.
And they've done their homework.
Yes, exactly.
They know what the company is, like what they're struggling with or
Yeah, exactly.
they're trying to achieve.
Yes, 100%.
And they're speaking directly to it.
It shows that you're like, you put the work in.
Yeah, it's that much more impressive.
Right. Like you're not just like sending out a generic,
Yeah.
hire me kind of thing.
This is personalized.
It is.
Yeah.
Plus, like framing it as a passion,
Yes.
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 shows genuine enthusiasm,
100%.
which again, it always shines through.
Yeah, this is so much better.
Right.
Okay.
Way better.
This is the winner.
Yes.
Hands down.
100%.
So much more.
It shows you've put thought into
Engaging.
career trajectory.
Yes. If I was a hiring manager,
Yes.
this is who I would want to talk to.
Exactly, because it's like you're showing that return on investment.
Yes.
Even though you're not explicitly using those words.
Exactly. Okay.
Right.
So we've nailed the what can you bring to the role?
Okay.
Or at least we have a much better idea of how to approach it now.
Yes.
But this YouTuber
Okay.
throws in a curveball at the end.
Oh.
A little like plot twist. I don't know.
I'm here for it.
They emphasize the importance
Okay.
of having a salary negotiation script.
Interesting.
Great.
When it comes to the compensation conversation.
Yes. Okay, so it's like they're saying, don't just tell them what you can do.
Exactly.
Be ready to discuss what that's worth.
Yes.
But they also say, like, it's not about
It's not about being
greedy or demanding.
right. It's about having an informed
Right.
and respectful conversation about your market value
Right.
and what you bring to the table.
So how do we connect these two seemingly separate
Right.
parts of the interview?
Yeah, because it's like,
Because this is
do you do that?
the what can you bring to the role?
Right.
And then it's like, well,
And then seamless
also pay me what I'm worth.
transition into
Exactly.
the salary
Yeah.
negotiation.
So how do we do that?
That's where the real finesse comes in.
Okay.
And lucky for us, it's that.
This YouTuber offers some advice
Okay.
for that too.
Okay, so we've talked about like showcasing your value
Right.
and having this negotiation script.
Yeah.
But how do we connect these dots in a way that feels
right.
natural?
Seamless.
Yeah.
And not like Thies too.
Yeah, you don't want to jump the gun.
Jump the gun, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
exactly. You don't want it to be like too much.
Right, exactly, yeah.
It's all about framing, I think, right? Because remember, the what can you bring to the role question, it's not just about, again, listing your skills.
Right.
It's about demonstrating that you really understand
Yeah.
the company's needs
Yes.
and how you can help them achieve their goals.
So if you've done your research
Exactly.
and you understand what they're struggling with
Yeah.
or what they're trying to get to,
Yes.
you can tailor your answers to be like,
Yes, exactly. It's almost like you're saying,
yes.
I see the challenges that you're facing, and I have the experience and the drive to help you overcome them.
Ooh, that's good.
Right.
Okay, so it's like that's at the stage for later
Exactly.
when we talk about salary.
It does, because then you're not just negotiating,
Right.
based on your past experience.
Right.
Or, your job title or whatever. You're negotiating based on
On what you can bring to the table.
the tangible impact that you can bring to this specific role.
It's so much more powerful.
It is. It's powerful. And it's also,
Yeah.
I think it just takes a little bit of the pressure off, too.
It does.
Because you're not coming in with like a demanding energy.
Yes.
You're coming in with a more collaborative energy where it's like, we're both on the same team here. Like, let's just make sure that
compensation matches by that.
value 100%. And this YouTuber even suggests
Why?
having a few questions prepared for the end of the interview that,
Okay, like what?
demonstrate your understanding of the company's goals and your commitment to their success.
Okay, so give me an example.
Okay, so let's say you're at the end of the interview. You could ask something like, what are the biggest challenges facing this team right now?
Okay.
Or what are the company's top priorities for the next quarter?
Okay.
Something like that.
Because you're not just showing that
Exactly.
that shows you're paying attention.
Yeah.
But it's like you're already thinking ahead
You're thinking strategically.
about how you can contribute
Yes.
to their success. Okay, that's so good.
Right.
This has been so eye-opening.
That's so
A
helpful.
whole deep dive.
It is. These little nuggets of wisdom that you find in these videos.
I know.
Sometimes,
It's like we broke it down.
yeah, sometimes they're really, really helpful.
We took all the best parts and we're just like,
Yeah, take action.
go forth.
There you go.
All right, so to our listener out there,
Yes.
gearing up for that big interview,
Yes, good luck.
we believe in you.
You got this.
You got this.
100%.
And let us know how it goes.
Yes, we want to hear from you.
Yes. We love hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, until next time,
Happy job hunting.
happy deep diving.